Today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Mexico City Golden Eagles versus Derek Carr and the Toronto Mounties.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Mounties and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Sullivan. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Complete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
The 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 9. Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
He's
and on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
11 yards there, 1st down.
42-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
1st down and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Carr. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Shotgun now for Carr.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves,
and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Javon Kinlaw with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 31.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Wilson. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Carr got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
Golden Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action now. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, possession switches hands. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Javon Kinlaw picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He completes this to Sutton. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Carr throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Carr now on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Carr again. And he completes it to Hunt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Carr now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Carr's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Once again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at the 15-yard line.
To throw his Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On fourth down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Mounties 10. Golden Eagles nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
At their own 27.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
47 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 4.
Both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Throwing again, Carr. Fighting through pressure, able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Chandler Jones in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. Watching, but he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football.
J.J. Watt. Russell Wilson.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Golden Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down, Toronto.
Throwing now is Carr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Carr. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Complete to
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
33-yard line.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
First down.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Golden Eagles 7.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 6. 1:38 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now the point after try for Santos. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So now the story changes. Trailing by a point. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Carr. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to
now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.